2, 3, 4.
Well, hello guys, and welcome to another video, which I'm Vegan and Frodo. Look at that, we're walking through the bush, and there's all these like raspberries here on the way. Do you see? You see? There's like fields and fields of raspberries. It's so cool. Check it out. Oh wow, there's heaps. Look at that. Just a little bit hidden, but plenty there. Check that out. That is so cool. No, but you didn't check in to see me at raspberries, did you? You wanted to see where I'm at. This absolutely totally beautiful pond in Norway, in Oslo. Well, actually it's Kolbotn, which is maybe just a little bit over 10k from Oslo. I'm gonna find a little seat without the ducks and their remains on the floor. Do you like my little what is it, life-saving thing? Loads of ducks, very, do you hear them? It's so nice here, so relaxing. Absolutely beautiful. So I've been in Norway for maybe how many? 4 or 5 days now. It has been absolutely fantastic. I love this country. It's so beautiful. The nature, the weather is stunning at the moment. Like seriously, the warmest, most amazing, beautiful days ever. And we just got back from Trolltunga. I'm here with a couple of friends, and Trolltunga has been spectacular. The drive there, I actually did see maybe a couple of cyclists riding that way with their bags and everything, and seriously, that would have been like such a mission for them, because like it's a serious like hike with all the mountains and everything. It's absolutely stunning. Like when you're driving, there's cliffs on both sides. You see the crazy tall, highest trees everywhere. Insane, incredible mountains that look so perfect. It makes you feel like they're drawn on, how like insanely beautiful they look. And you see waterfalls upon waterfalls, just completely like from high up, like way higher than double that building, triple that building. They're like insanely high up, and then waterfalls just all the way down, or like down, bounce, like in all the different little cliffs at the bottom. It's absolutely spectacular. Seriously, that would have been some epic ride to Trolltunga. Like seriously, although it would take you a little while, it took us 5 hours of driving there. So that like imagine it's like 500 or 600 k's, so it would take you a little bit of riding there, especially if you're with weight and everything else. But it's absolutely spectacular. And then going to Trolltunga, and you can actually like bike down like underneath the Trolltunga, and like you kind of follow the little path. I think it's a trail like along the mountains, so you don't have to take the bike. Well, you can't really, quite a lot of places take it up the mountain to do the hike, but at the bottom, like sort of groundish level, you can be like underneath the town, not on the town, but underneath. And it's like a fair height. Like seriously, don't be scared of heights going in there. But actually one of our friends was, but he's just like, gotta do it. So I think it was so much fun. It is so stunning. It's absolutely like nothing you've ever seen, like I have ever seen. It's just absolutely amazing. It really reminded me of New Zealand in a lot of places, just because of the cliffs, the greenery, although there is a lot more birches here, birches really remind me of Russia, because Russia is so big on birches, like they're literally everywhere there. And so is in Norway, I feel. But there's just some trees that are so tall, and then those tall trees are all over the crazy insane cliffs, and oh, it's just absolutely stunning. Like, I feel like it's movies upon movies, like you can film and film and film. And I was lucky enough to have my drone with me, and I did a couple of flights during the hike, and just one in town where we stayed in Order. So it was just really spectacular, and I think Norway is just so incredibly beautiful, and so lucky right now with the weather. Oh my god. In regards to food, it has been interesting. So here in Oslo, in a regular supermarket, you can easily find things like vegan burgers, vegan mince, vegan cheese, vegan yogurt, soy milks, like gluten-free pasta, whatever. Like, and it's really good season for fruits and veg at the moment, because it's summer. So like I mean, you saw that, like just right there, there's a ton of raspberries just wild growing for anyone to pick. And in fact, on my ride up here from Sweden, I saw a lot of people berry picking just in the bush, and that's not a, you know, it's like a pretty normal thing, and it's free, and it's really cool to be in a place where you can do that as well. In regards to the actual town, there is a tiger in the center of Oslo. How cool is that? It's so random, because like there's clearly no tigers or lions here. It's like a European mountainous country, but it's basically, I've read a little bit on it online, and what I could find is that it's because of like the warrior city, and there was like some sort of battle, and it's also like it's sort of cold-blooded, because there are countries and things and places there's like warm-blooded, and Oslo is like considered cold-blooded because it's like in the north, especially like in the very north, you know, it's like one of the coldest places ever. In fact, like the friend that I'm staying with, he used to be in the army, and that's where he was based there, just at the very north, north Norway. I'm like forgetting the countries I'm in, and it's really cool. He's like telling me all these stories about how they like lived there for like ages and ages, and amusingly enough, they trained to fight against Russians. That's like their number one thing, but we're not going to talk about that here. What we are going to talk about is absolutely stunning northern lights that you can apparently see in about like December, January time over here, and they're absolutely stunning. They're everywhere. When you go further north outside of big cities, you can see them just everywhere in the sky, and like you've seen them so many times, it's ridiculous. So that is definitely something I would love to go see and be able to record as well and share with everyone, just because I reckon it's just such a beautiful, amazing experience. Something really cool, I think I have mentioned the Tesla cars, electric cars before, and I've actually seen a few Tesla charging stations, and I also saw another one. I recorded it for the vlog, but it's like another electric car charging station, but it did not look like Tesla, because Tesla, it's like a little oval thing, and it has like a red thing around it, like it's a red and white color, but this one was green. So basically there is another electric car that they have here, Renault Zoe. I'll put a little picture here, and that's like another electric car that's 100% electric, and then they drive it here and they sell it here at the moment. But something really cool, this is not actually about Norway, but it's about Copenhagen. In Denmark, in Copenhagen, they have this Renault Zoe all through. It's like 400 of them public, and it's basically a little app that you can access. If you're like a citizen, you just register, you link it to your credit card and things like that, and you can basically rent it out for like starting at half an hour, and you can live it anywhere within like a certain radius. There's like zone 1, zone 2, and you can drive it outside of the zones, but you can bring it, you need to make sure that you bring it back within the zone, and anyone can pick them up. You can park them anywhere. It's free parking, and it's basically like a renewable way for the country to, well, one, to like kind of reduce the amount of cars that are there, like make it easier accessible for people, have it like greener kind of, you know, access. First of all, it's like an electric car. Maybe not everyone is able to buy an electric car, but they can use it, right, if they need it, and they don't necessarily have to buy one. And like down in those countries, like cycling is so accepted. It's like it's such a thing down there that it's just I'm so excited that we're going down that way, hey, just to check it out. Like everyone in Europe that I talk to about just the trip that I have upcoming, and they're just like perfect countries for cycling, just like you're gonna freaking love it. It's really cool. And yeah, so these like Zoe Renault cars, you can like just have it in your app and you can drive it from like basically for half an hour, like for like an hour, for like £4, which is like under $10, and you can charge them anyway. You just plug them in. You need to just make sure that it's within, like, I think it's if it's under 25%, you need to park it next to like a charging station basically. And wherever you are, you just like look it up on your little app and see where the closest one is, and you just go over a cup, use it, take it on the other side, and you can park it anywhere you want, and then someone else will pick it up wherever it is. And I think that is such a brilliant idea, and it's an electric car, and I actually got really interested in it. I thought it was pretty curious, so I started looking up if you can charge Zoe cars, Renault Zoe, on Teslas, and there was like, oh, there's a difference because the plugs are similar. They're very similar, but I think the Tesla one's just a tiny bit longer, and one is AC, the other one is DC, and I think Tesla takes like a little bit more power. But I just get really excited. I think it's so interesting. It's so different. It's not as widely commercialized it in Australia, although I actually did see a company in Brisbane that does do electric charging stations for cars. I should really look into that and learn a little bit more about it, because it is quite interesting actually. Alright, enough about electric cars. There's a lot of different things. I was actually like going to talk about some other stuff. It's been very interesting in Oslo, and they have like a Vikings museum that I haven't visited yet, but I think I'll be going there tomorrow. You can actually canoe for free on this lake, so we're gonna try and do that tomorrow as well. I will be picking up my bike box tomorrow. So everything's for tomorrow, because I'm still here. I'm still in Oslo in Norway tomorrow, and then I'm flying out on Wednesday to Amsterdam. So basically I need to... There's definitely a whole bunch of other stuff that you can see in Oslo. There is like the palace, there is a castle, there are different explorers that came from this area, and in fact like most of the population is focused around Oslo, so like makes sense that a lot of people who were the explorers, first of all they're so close to the north, right? So there would be like explorers, like North and South Pole explorers, that's what I'm talking about. They would be living in the area. I actually went to one of the houses from one of the like explorers that they had here and checked that out, so I think you'll get to see that in the vlog. And I actually did also some filming with the drone from around, because it's like by this little lake thing, and that was really cool. So another thing that I want to talk about, it's like random, it's about cars again, but it's just like something that I was exposed to and I thought it was interesting, so I'll share it with you. So basically, if you're driving in your speed here, you like get put to jail. Like if it's like 20 kilometers, like if it's a 60k zone and you're driving at 80, you're gonna get put to jail for 2 weeks. And if it's any more, your license are gonna get taken off you. It's very serious business here. Nobody wants to do that kind of crazy thing here. And speed. So it's not like a ticket. They just literally put you in jail. So everyone really law abiding. There are only like a couple of places where you can drive for 100 to 110, like 90 to 110 k's per hour. But majority of the places, it is just, oh, there's like people fishing. Anyway, like on another little thing. Yeah, so nobody wants to speed here. Majority of the roads, it's 60 to 80 k's per hour, and I think there are a lot of, well, I guess the roads that we've been on were mountainous and narrow-ish, so it's pretty tight fit for 2 cars, but it's sufficient space, and definitely do not speed wherever you do here. Do not break the rules, because they take that very seriously. Another country in Europe, I think it's actually, yeah, in Denmark, that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's Denmark, is that when you speed and go above higher than the limit, they don't, like the ticket that they give you, it's not a standard price, it is a percentage of your salary. They'll run through how much you earn, and they just take like a percentage of that. So for example, like a billionaire like wouldn't care about a €100 fine, but they're gonna care if it's like, you know, $10 million, for example, like exaggerating, but you know what I mean. Like if you have a really high salary and you feel like, oh, I'm just gonna get charged €100, you might not care. But if you're gonna get charged a percentage of your salary, like very representative of what you're earning, you're gonna care a lot more. So I thought that was pretty clever as well. Well, anyway, I think this video is getting pretty long, so we should cut it here. I still love chatting with you guys and love having like these little catch-up sessions that I can, you know, just kind of talk to you about what I've learned, interesting things I found out about different countries. I'm super duper excited about the next 5 weeks that we get to spend traveling and all the cool interesting places here and around here, and I'm very excited about the weather, and I'm very excited about the fact that in Europe it's gonna be cheaper than in Norway. I am looking forward to the vegan cornetto ice creams that are apparently in most of the convenience stores around Europe. Having the same currency as well is going to be handy country to country, and I'm just absolutely in love with Scandinavian countries. Hey, it's been absolutely brilliant. I think Norway is definitely one of the countries I would love to come back to. There's just so much hiking here, so many amazing beautiful things to see, and it's just definitely, we'll be back here, we'll be doing many more hikes, and it's absolutely and totally incredibly impressive, just everything. Oh, okay, just really quick. Another cool thing though, on our ride to Trolltana, I saw a lot of little houses with grass and like plants growing on top of it, and it's like, first of all, like obviously I love it. Like I think it looks absolutely like adorable and so cute, like 2 or 3 story houses. Sometimes they're like 1 story, and to me like really reminds me of old school folk tales. And like in Russia we have like this old lady called Baba Yaga who like lives in basically like a little house like that, and it like has little chicken legs at the bottom of the house, and it like walks around and runs around and does all different kinds of things. But like to me it really reminded me of that, and that is basically something that goes back to old days, and that's what they used to do in old school, and that is a cheap way of insulating a house. So in London, funny enough, in England, they're recommending it, and like government has all these like suggestions of new like that type of houses being built, that instead of using, because everyone's like kind of going eco-friendly and stuff, and the insulation, especially for these colder countries, right, they get cold in the winter, it's very important. So instead of putting the kind of the foam padding that they normally put on the roofing and the roofs, because it's like when they're produced it's not overly ecological, they are really embracing and encouraging and recommending to put that little layer of soil on top and loads and loads of grass seeds, like grass and all the kind of moss and like different kind of things like that. So they grow and they insulate your house, but it's also very environmentally friendly as well. And I thought that was really interesting. Like, first of all, it looks absolutely totally adorable, and at the same time it's eco, and I think it's cheaper as well. I think it takes a bit of effort to maintain a roof like that, but I think it looks just absolutely adorable. It's environmentally friendly, and it's, you know, being more surrounded with nature, and they just really go with the look, with the environment, with the crazy big cliffs everywhere, and then teeny little, you know, just different like teeny little houses, but like I want to say a bush, like, but like almost like plants literally covering the entire space of the roof, and it looks insane. It looks like somewhere where like a troll would live, or like, you know, like a folk character. And like maybe partially like that's what they're going for, because they know it looks like absolutely insane and amazing. But I just thought it was like the coolest thing ever, but there's also like a legitimate reason behind it as well. So I think that's absolutely adorable, really cool, and I am definitely feeling very inspired. Like I even want to like draw something like that. It's just, yeah, it blew me away, blew my mind. anyway, we should stop this video here. I love that you guys checked in. Thank you for being with me again and saying hi. Hope you found something interesting in the video. Let me know if there are things that are like must do things here in Oslo and Norway, or what are your favorite things about Oslo and Norway, and other people who are reading as well, like at the bottom in the comments, like might get like inspired or get ideas and stuff. So absolutely totally get on board with that. And remember to stop counting calories, start counting health. Count your adventures, count your passions, and thank you so much for checking in again. See you soon. Bye.
I'm a cherry, cherry, cherry red kid.